what do we mean when we say co-op? So there are a lot of different ways of being a cooperative, but in the UK, they come down to two different varieties. One is any group that operates by the international principles of cooperation, things like open membership and democratic control. So, you can go online, you can read up on the international principles of cooperation. When uh, I was involved in the co-ops movement in Burlington, Vermont in the mid 90s and put, hundreds of hours of work into supporting local cooperative development at that time without ever doing a deep dive on the international principles of cooperation. And there's a lot of people in the co-op movement who haven't really sort of read through principle by principle and thought about what they mean. And that's totally fine. Honestly, I really think that's okay because we pick up what works as we're going through. So the local culture, if it's a healthy co-op, you'll pick up what those principles mean just through being part of that. You don't need to have it as an explicit mental model. I mean, it's great to have it, but it's not necessary. But if a co-op's not doing too great, then it's really good to review that and see what might be missing. But that's one way we could say you're a co-op if you do the international principles. Another way you could say you're a co-op is if you're a bona fide cooperative under UK law, which these days is a very specific legal entity that's regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority, or the FCA. But you don't have to have a bona fide cooperative legal structure in order to be recognized as a co-op. You can be a company limited by shares, a company limited by guarantee, pretty much any kind of legal entity, as long as the international principles are written into your articles or rules. So then Co-ops UK, or the Workers.coop, Federation of Worker Cooperatives, will recognize that you are a co-op if you act like a co-op. If you're organized to be a co-op and you act like a co-op, you don't have to have the legal entity. So a CDA might help you adopt the international principles, or a CDA might help you transition your legal structure so that you have a legal structure where the IPCC, where the international principles are built into the legal structure. They might help you become a bona fide cooperative society. What we're doing is we're helping people adopt sociocracy and various other allied practices, including acting as a co-op, in order to help organizations live with and manifest healthy ways of being powerful together. So that can include changing their legal entity. It can include, building the international principles of cooperation into their legal structure, or acting like a co-op. But generally, when we're doing that using the techniques of sociocracy and the principles of sociocracy, because from our point of view, the four principles of sociocracy are the gold standard for delivering on the promises of the cooperative principles. And because it's possible to tick the boxes of the cooperative principles in a way that doesn't actually deliver an engaged, reliable sense of safety and cooperative ownership and that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. It's possible to say that in theory we're a bona fide cooperative society, but in practice, I don't have any say in the team where I'm working. Maybe I elect somebody to a cooperative board at some point every year, but I'm no more an engaged co-creator of my workplace experience than I am an engaged co-creator of my, democratic community where I elect leaders. Uh, so bringing in the structure of participatory democracy at the level of every team is how we can make the promise of cooperative life real. And, so that's what we do. We if a co-op hires us, or somebody who wants to be a co-op hires us, we can make it real. And any good cooperative development advisor would do the same. But not everybody has the tools that we're working with. And if
Mm.
somebody's wanting a different structure, so they're not committed to being a co-op, they can get many of the benefits of being that people would get from being effective cooperators by adopting the sociocratic principles that we teach and practice.